Welcome. Now we're in a time of actively manifesting with our truths. But what we're being asked to understand is going within the mind's eye. We're going within the mind's eye here. And this is our electromagnetic field, what we use to manifest with. We're seeing that it's not the hustle, it's not all these things we do to be, it's how we be to do, how we be to manifest. It's the frequency that we're in. And here, when we're actively manifesting, here we're working with the truth, right? We're going to be truthful with what we see within the mind's eye, that it's the frequency that we are in, how we manifest, not what we're doing, how fast we're grinding. It's who are we becoming? Who are we becoming while we do all these things? Who are we within our frequency of how we're using our electromagnetic field to attract back to us our desires, our dreams? And this is connecting to spirit. This is accessing the 7th chakra. And that is right here. Okay, we have the 3rd eye, and then we have, which is the 6th, and we have the 7th. This is in the 6th. This is how we're accessing God within the mind's eye. And that's why the masculine and feminine, have been working on clearing up our 5 of Swords situations. This is working again with truth within the mind's eye. So we're accessing the throat and going to the 3rd eye. But we have to be honest with our heart here. And with this growth, we understand, with our manifestations, it's who we are. Actually, who we are as a human, as a person. And this is where we're truthful with ourselves. We have a low vibe self and a high vibe self, a demon and an angel. And we are ascending to be the best version of ourselves. And it's a frequency, it's a tune, it's authentic. And here we have the color of indigo to see that we are working with the 3rd eye. But our harvests have to do with our connection to the divine. And we found out at TikTok that we actually achieve this. We're just not seeing it right now. The main message of these messages is that our growth is not being seen yet. It's being materialized, but here we do materialize it. But we remember we had to have a recalibration with the Earth Star and the roots. So through our roots, and that's when we got this activation here within the Ace of Cups, was that it was time for a new root system. Our old root system was holding us back. So we were activated with primal knowledge and wisdom here that came through the Earth Star, that came through the earth. We were activated with this, and then we expand with Christ consciousness, which came through the Soul Star. Okay? And that's the 8th center, okay, and above. So this Christ, as you can see here, so Christ is the positive charge. And if we're going to zoom in for a sec, guys, hang tight. Christ is the positive charge, as you can see the positive tetrahedron on his hand. Okay, expanding with Christ consciousness here, working with Ascended Master Jesus, and working with the Earth Star here. This is the negative tetrahedron, the negative tetrahedrons, right? Because we have the negative tetrahedron of water coming together with the negative tetrahedron of earth. Okay, this is feminine wisdom. And remember, masculine, you have feminine within you. Feminine, you have masculine within you. We're all doing this as one. Expanding with Christ consciousness here, we have the positive charge of air, the sun, and the positive charge of fire, the Father. Okay? So we know that we had many tower moments to return to source because we needed to clear up within the mind's eye this. Okay? And we needed to have this Earth Star activation to have a recalibration with our roots so we could get new roots, so we could get access to new information. This is wisdom. This is wisdom here. Recalibration with our root through the Earth Star, right? And there is the access to new information. And look at this goblet. A reptilian eye. Very interesting. And scents, perfumes. It's funny how, look, we don't realize when we smell perfume, we ingest it. And so we're tasting it. It's becoming a part of us. And it can be toxic. Or it can be natural. So this, we have a recalibration with our root system here. It restores motion with the Chariot. And this is the time we're in. We're in the time of restoring motion. And that's what's activating the Ace of Coins. Let's get our activation. And this is allowing us to act and manifest with spirits. And what this is connected to right now is, we know, our desires, our dreams. Now, when we work with the root, and through the aces especially, the ace offers us the raw power of the first chakra to dive deeply into where and how we source our energy. In the tarot, they are a gift from our creator. In the first chakra, they come from our family roots, right? This combines two polar opposites, one from above, as in the tarot, and the other from our DNA. The first chakra invites you to forge your own path, and an ace reminds you that this is the time that the force is with you. And whether we sustain or abandon our dreams, and that's the time we're in. And we found out that with once in a blue moon here, that we are being gifted a new perspective that's elevated on a situation. So, and it's this dream. This dream, we are being given a once in a blue moon opportunity to co-create this dream with a new perspective, with higher vibe perspectives, with more wisdom. But guess what? This came through pain. This came through acceptance. This came through wisdom of what this place actually is. And this was expanding with primal wisdom. Okay? And healing with shame. And healing with our primal instincts. Untwisting it. The Ace of Coins. The card of elegant receipt. She stands in the clouds of manifestation. Let's really stand in these clouds with her, actually. We're going to do it. We're going to stand in these clouds. We deserve to. We're deserving. Because we're doing the work, the real work. She stands in the clouds of manifestation. The roses around her indicate growing through a challenging past. She is grounded and confidently summons creation from the dreamer's realm. Chakra message. This chakra relates to the growth of your personal root. This may present as an untapped skill or a personality trait that will result in tangible manifestation in your life. An inheritance is coming to you and will present in physical form, the indication that it is a form of divine provenance being handed to you. Keywords: co-creation, visualization, tangible results, and a new venture. And this is because we really had to clear up within the mind's eye, not to listen to that voice, not to believe in ourselves anymore, not to believe in we couldn't do it, not to believe in as we're expanding with cosmic consciousness here. But there's a direct correlation to the power of the feminine. This is feminine power. And we're understanding that we're doing this together. We're doing this as one. This is not a war or a competition. Although sometimes to make it a competition, it makes it entertaining because that's what we do here. So we're bored. Or maybe this is how we learn, or maybe it's a bit of both, but we're understanding and accepting all of creation here. So we're healing from missed opportunities, a challenge, discontentment, and financial loss here. Remember, we're whole. This financial touch by financial loss is helping us to manifest. Meditation, when you experience material gain, it is seemingly from happenstance. What comes from above needs the grounding of the red chakra. This is your new foundation. Breathe and stand in the frequency of what you will create. Contemplation. You are already a manifester. Will you choose to be a conscious one? And yes, because at this time, look, we're making a choice. We're not feeling deserving because we know we're conscious in this point, and we're not acting in the greatest good for this desire that we have. So let's see. You know what? Let's see where we're shifting to. We're gonna zoom on out of here. Ooh, guys, that was a wow. We went to another dimension and back again for a second, eh? Hey, here comes my Canadian accent, eh? Okay. Here we go. All right, where are we shifting to? What's being activated here? We'll start with what's being activated, and then we'll get where we're shifting to. Oh, okay. Well, we've got the Emperor, so the masculine is here. We're expanding with our truth and the energy, which is good for our electromagnetic field, because we know we return to source. Now, here, so look, we are building through the 8 of coins. We've gone to the 7 and 8 now through the root by expanding that ace of pentacles that was just here through what? The Princess of Cups. So here's the activation through the heart, and it is with the cup. It is with, this is how we're accessing this. This is it. So that we can expand our heart with our truth. We can expand our heart with the masculine through the Queen of Wands. Now, this is with our Sagittarius full moon. Here she is right here. And look, she is what's allowing us to act on co-creating our desires, our dream here. We want to experience this. We want to have joy in our relationships. Okay? We want to not be listening to that voice of conflict within the mind's eye that's creating conflict from our past, right? And it's not allowing us to see the truth. Look, we were not seeing the truth here. We were stuck in an illusion. We were stuck in an illusion of what we thought that this should be, but we had to have the experience to clear up the conflict within the mind's eye that was keeping us in separation. And this has to do with childhood trauma and wounding and our past and past relationships that we are bringing forth in co-creating this love here. What we came here to do. And this is what's being activated. So let's finish getting our activations today. We're just gonna finish getting them. We gotta go to the princess though. So oh, thank goodness we weren't right there. I love this book. I love these cards. Speaking of like these cards, wow. Every time I use these cards, I always go, wow, where do you use these cards? Where do you get these cards? Okay, so look, the card of self-forgiveness, of course, because we're laser focusing on clearing up shame for the rest of the collective, with a laser focus on, as we clear up the shame, activating with our primal light codes to see that our primal instincts are a part of us, but expanding with this, expanding with what this means, expanding with Christ consciousness and the application of that. And it's who we become. It's being generous. It's being love. It's being compassionate. It's being kind. It's being whole. It's being understanding that life is here for us and we're abundant and we can feed off life and we can feed off source, and we're not feeding off that artificial matrix and being a consumer and thinking that we need all these things and these material items and to get in the program to do this hustle, 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 money, 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 take, take, take. Who gives a fuck, because my pain means more than your pain. And we're not playing that game. We understand we're all one. We see when I do for you, you do for me. We all do together. We care about the bug. We care about the grass. We care about the sky. We care about the stars. We care about ourselves. We care about within. We care about without. We care about with all of it. But we're not, because we've healed from so much separation. We're not just sitting here falling apart. And we do know how to drive our energy bus, which is us. We're not just starting installing it all the time. We got a nice little hum to that. And that hum is us. And that hum is our frequency. And that hum is our energy. And that hum, that beautiful harmony that we're creating, that godly tune, that divine attunement that we've been getting to play this godly tune, as we play it out into the universe, it connects with the universal tune, the universal frequencies. And it's not in a disharmony. This feels good. We've healed from separation. You know, if your brother's chewing their food beside you, it's not gonna drive you insane, because we're one and you just found peace. You just not even, it's not even a thing. Okay, guys, let's get back to where we were. I don't even know where that came from. Okay, so remember, we're laser focusing on clearing up jealousy and shame for the rest of the collective, and that means us. We're not even saying this to you guys. Sometimes I feel so fake. We're doing this for the rest of the collective. Like, I'm special. No, I just gotta do my work humbly. Okay? I gotta be humble. Many of us need to be humble. We're going through our spiritual ego deaths. We have ego integration, and you have our ego integration. We have our spiritual ego integration. We have all these. I mean, we're doing this for a bit, so hang tight and just do the best you can. Don't be too lazy, but don't go too fast. Find that balance. Okay. Guys, I just gotta follow my own advice too, right? That's another thing we can all work on. So, the messenger, let's talk to her. Comes with an open heart. The princess reminds us to have compassion for what others may be going through. She knows the value of love and brings the mystical message of renewed faith in love. Chakra message. You are awakened. An offer is made. Your true desire may have been dormant, but it is now time to recognize that what is coming will reawaken your desires. And that's what we've needed to have this beginning with our root system. Indication. It is time to forgive yourself for loving others who hurt you. Keywords: idealism, elegance, tenderness, intensity, reminder, reconnecting, romance. Healing from slacking off, ignoring, warnings to correct behavior, lack of focus, needing creative expression, feeling held back. Meditation. Imagine the seduction of pure desire. Fall into this feeling and live through it. Are you ready to truly step into your most luscious yearning? Write down or meditate what comes forward, and it's to do with love in all forms. But we're laser focusing on romance. You know, someone said to me in the Twinflame community, most of us are romantically linked, like in this partnership, because this is where you're going to do the most growth, work, and change. Contemplation. Stand in your open heart, expanding your capacity to receive. Can you imagine being open to your heart's desire? And this has to do with what we're desiring right now. Okay, so let's find out where we're going. We'll talk to Patch. We'll talk to the Patch Tarot. Okay, well, it's official. We're coming together. And of course we are, because the sun is centering Gemini officially. And we have now turned our sadness into happiness by working with all this water. Pisces and Jupiter is here to what? To have a realization with activation with seed energy. And we were just talking about this on our last reading. that I put on TikTok and here. The activating with the seed. And here she is, the Empress. So we have the Emperor and the Empress. We have counterparts right here. We have achieved balance. We're nurturing. We have the matter here, the feminine. Our connection to the mother, the water and the earth. Remember, we're talking about the negative tetrahedrons. La Luna herself, hello. We're not neglecting ourselves. We're nurturing ourselves. This is about growth. And this is how now we expand with the energy. But it's see how he has a wand? It's how we act. We got triple confirmation with the Sagittarius full moon. It's how we act. But we had to see, look, we're rejecting transformation here within the Hanged Man. So we're not fully turning our sadness into happiness. We're not surrendering here to that co-creating with that positive charge. Look, we're not co-creating here fully with the positive charge, with Christ consciousness. Okay, here we have to have that heart activation with forgiveness that we just saw here, okay, that we just shared within the Princess of Cups. We have to forgive. This is about forgiveness now, okay? So we're going to apply forgiveness and have compassion for others and have compassion for ourselves. And then this is what's activated, okay? Remember, this is about materialization. We started off the reading with the fact we are in the materialization of our abundance, but we're not seeing all of it yet, and we're not supposed to yet, okay? It's part of this. So let's see, why are we resisting here, okay? Why are we resisting here? There is a, okay. What are we, oh, I love it. Did you guys just see that? Okay, well, first we are going to ascend. There it is. And this is the connection to Mesopotamia and the cradle of life, the cradle of civilization, okay? And look, making the proper shapes. Remember, the negative tetrahedrons coming together with the positive, and we ascend. We're shape-shifting here with creation. So what are we doing here? Well, look at this. We're going to reveal the truth. Remember, this is about truth. We're in silence with our truth. We're activating with our truth. This activation here is with the truth. The throat chakra. The truth chakra. But look at, remember, the fifth center is connected to the sixth, the third eye. We know we need to access God within the mind's eye in order to what? Expand, to come together and expand. So we're speaking our truth, and look at how we're ascending there. And then we have a crown chakra activation as we work with Saturn and the earth as we go from unfulfillment to completion and embodiment of our transformation. And we do it, we transform. And this all came from working with Metatron's cube. And that's what this is. The negative tetrahedrons with the positive tetrahedrons, we are whole and we expand. Our light body is activated. Our electromagnetic field is amped up. Okay, we're amped up. We're in manifestation. It's go time. I am so excited to meet up for this Sagittarius full moon where we hit our mark and we hit our aim. Much love. I'll see you there.